What's going on? What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Another day in the markets, wrapping up the week here. It is Friday, September 27th, 2019. Blowing by. September's pretty much over. Monday's going to be the last trading session anyway. All right, so let's get into it, man. What did we see yesterday? What a just a reversal, 2 point series, 2 point reversal out of SPY. We had the typical pre-market gap up, followed by the Bell sell-off. We've been seeing that for months, but found some pretty strong support in the 294s and bounced up. Had a 2 point move to the upside with a bit of a pullback midday, which it normally does, but definitely took securities for a ride in yesterday's session. So we're looking for probably a continuation of that kind of same scenario, more or less, in today's session. Obviously that on top of it is Friday, volatile day, so you know how that goes. But just always, as always, just want to stick with your stops. If you're wrong, you get caught up in anything, just get out and let the dust settle. Don't get caught up in the chop, and let the trend print, and then hop in. Be more strategic, be a little more conservative, a little more focused when what you're trading. Then you'll be able to understand that you can see things in a hell of a lot clearer state. When you kind of take a step back. So anyway, you should probably have kind of a similar day today than we had yesterday. So keep that in mind. We're gonna be going into today's session with six on our watch list. So we're gonna kick it off with CRM. CRM, as you can see, closed down just north of half a point. Kind of, pretty much consolidated day, all day yesterday. On its daily, it's coming pretty tightly on its descending triangle here, sitting on that 50 and the 200, actually kind of sandwiched in between the two. Closer obviously to the 200. So it's definitely in that zone. We think it's gonna be bullish today. We think that that consolidation we saw yesterday was just kind of the pause to the upside. So it's gotten stuffed out at this top part of the range, which you're looking at another 3-4 points. So we're looking at that for today's session. We think it's going to be a nice bullish day for CRM if it can kind of hold the overall market sentiment to the north side. So let's just sit back and see what's going to happen with CRM, but we're going to be bullish any mitigation to pullbacks on VWAP. Next up, we got MDB. MDB's been kind of quiet. Obviously found its support at that 120-ish level, and putting in higher highs and higher lows past few days. Closed up just north of 1.5 points. That being said, it's been getting beaten down. We've been bullish on B for quite a while. We were up here in this range earlier before it cracked that 50, and it's been, fading out. So, it's kind of basing out right now, as you can see, hanging around that 200 level, 200 moving average level. We're looking for higher prices. So, it should get some nice momentum around these levels. Because this is the line in the sand right here. So if you can hold this, it should be able to push nicely up into this 130, 140 range. So we're looking for a nice move in NDB. Netflix, they had a shitty day a couple days ago, bounced back yesterday and day before, and it wants to obviously put this line in the sand. As you can see, it could dip down a little bit further to the 40s or the 50s. Even the 30s, but we think that it's going to keep pushing higher. Obviously, today's going to be a pretty big day for Netflix to see if it's going to continue to push higher or not. So it could be a pause, but we're going to be bullish. We're going to be, tentatively bullish, but we're going to wait and see if this thing holds above VWAP. Any reversals below VWAP, we'll obviously wait to see how it performs around that level. But we're going to be bullish for Netflix for today's session. Roku, kind of the same situation, closed down just south 3 points. It's in that trading range right now. Excuse me. It's in that the trading range from obviously, as you can see, from June, July, and the beginning of August. So it's probably going to be trading in this range for a while. It's a 10-point range, so it's not bad at all. But yesterday, it wasn't the best of days. We're going to be bullish on it because we think that, it's obviously just hanging out right now. It may hang out for a while, but we think it will push higher if the market pushes higher. So it all depends on how the overall sentiment of the street is going to be today, and it's going to transfer into Roku for sure. going into today's session. So we're gonna continue with Shopify. We think it's gonna be pushing up higher as well. The thing is, with Shopify, it's been getting beaten down. Obviously, the tech sector has been getting beaten down. A lot of the streets thinking that the sector is overvalued. Technically, we're liking the way it looks right now. So, if it can hold these levels and continue in its technical sentiment, then it should push up another 3, 4, 5 points. Because when it moves, obviously it moves nicely. It has a 19 ATR, so we like that. But so we're gonna be bullish for a shop, and obviously it needs to hold above VWAP for us to step in. Anyway, anytime below VWAP, we'll wait till it breaks that and then moves higher. So we're gonna be bullish for Shopify for today's session. We're gonna wrap it up with Spotify, SPOT. We're gonna be bearish on Spotify. It's just been killed for pretty much the whole month, actually August as well, half of August, and pretty much the whole month of September. So where's the bottom? It's a good question. We have 110 price target. It should dance around a little bit, but there's no need for this thing to stop in between. Yeah, it might just have some pauses here and there, but we think this is just going to be a pause. It was closed down 2 points yesterday with a little bit of a strong, quote-unquote, strong closing, but we think it's just scooping up more shares to dump back on the market. So we're going to be bearish on Spotify today. Should be a nice trade for us if it sets up. And that's it, guys. So like we say, just be patient. Be patient with price and setup, and let price come to you. Let your setups come to you. Let them form. It may take a little longer than expected, but at the end of the day, you just sit back and it only takes one trade, one solid trade to make your day, make your week, make your month, at that matter. So just be patient with it. Be patient with it, and then let price come to you as always. If you're wrong, cut your losses. Stick to your stops. Don't move your stops. Cut your stops. Cut your losses. Get out, reevaluate, and step back in if your original thesis is correct. That's it, guys. That's what we got. So we got our 6. So if you have any questions, reach out to us, man. We're here for you. All right. Have a good one.